Like a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on you. When are you going to perform at the O2 Arena and the Madison Square?
Yeah, I think if you know Sarkodie, you know I don't move by anybody's time. I'm at my own pace. I do stuff the time that I want to do it. I read stuff. I read the room. I check what's happening. As much as you know you have the capability, there is still timing. So you don't just do it because people are forcing you. Want to challenge yourself and go like, I want to prove you wrong. I've never done that. When I started setting out shows in London and America, it was because I felt like it was about time that I did it. So I have to feel it. There is nothing about somebody saying something, because you can't tell me anything. I started rapping in Tree. People did not believe it. I'm very stubborn with what I believe in. I'll still do it, and I was able to get the best international flow. So it's not really about what you're saying. It's more about you have to be realistic with timing, and that is what I'm doing. But definitely you have to build certain things that has to go there. Fans are delusional. Fans believe. A fan, your CEO is my biggest fan, so I like when fans feel like that. But me the leader, or me being the artist, I just have to know what is right and the timing, and that's what basically it is. It's not really that much of a big deal.
7 years back, you featured Burna Boy on your song, on your album Sarkodie. I mean, special someone featuring AKA.
Yeah.
So back then, what did you see in Burna Boy? You made that feature, decided to put him on your record.
As I said in the beginning, I'm drawn to talent. Burna has always been exceptional. I think he does stuff that I do as well. I mean, Burna doesn't follow trend. He sets it, till date. All his biggest records are not records that you can compare to any record in the system. Most records are very predictable that this is going to be a big song. But his is, he's doing what he loves and it happens to be big, and that's one thing that I love about Burna. He stays true to himself and does music that I think he enjoys, and then lucky for him, we all love it. And so I just saw a super talented guy and I wanted to work with him.
You're being loved by Nigerians. Okay, they love your music, they love everything about Sarkodie, everything about you. Your song with Ice Spray Shot on Shot was mad chilled, it was dope. Right now, if you compare Ghanaian music to the Nigerian music, would you say are selling to the world, or who are pushing their music to the world to embrace when it comes in terms of...
I think the fact is very clear that Nigerians are paving the way for the whole of Africa, and you can't blame them for that, because I think it's about taking opportunity and running with it, and that's what they do. And until you do that, you can't really complain too much. You can't say, because they haven't done anything to you, they're just winning. So it has nothing to do with they cheated or they didn't do anything. They're just working. So it's about, if you want it, you just have to go for it. And I've said on several platforms that it's not just artists just making the music and that's it. It's the whole ecosystem, the country itself, the people in power. When I say power in the industry, the gatekeepers and all these people, they play a key role. Promoters add on to the artist's career, because there are times where when you get to a certain stage, they need to treat you like that and take it to the next level. If they don't, and then time passes, it's hard to continue. And they have all these things, and it's just a typical Nigerian energy. And if you can beat them, you just join. Until you're ready to take the baton and run, you can't really complain. But as of now, it's very obvious they are the ones opening the doors for Africa.
I like when you say, when you can't beat them, join them.
Yes.
So how can we join them in terms of...
We're already joining.
Okay.
We are part of it,
Okay.
And Ghanaians should be proud, because right next to Nigeria, there are some names that will pop up as artists when other African countries are talking about African artists, and Ghanaian artists would definitely be in there. So as much as we might see things not to be like what we want, there are certain African countries who might not be able to boast about one or two. So don't forget that we have done a lot. We are still doing it, So we're already part of it. It's not like, what are we going to do to be part of it? We are making collaborations. Some of the biggest songs are between us and them, and I literally feel like Ghana and Nigeria is like one.